Welcome, beautiful soul. Thank you for arriving here in this sacred space, drawn not by chance but by divine guidance. As you breathe in, gently, deeply, feel the veil between this world and the spirit realm softly parting. In this moment, I invite the loving presence of spirit, the whispers of your guides, the energy of your highest self to join us in this reading. May the messages that unfold be filled with light, truth, and healing. If you've been searching for clarity, for a sign, or simply for comfort, know that you are in the right place. This is a general reading, yet if you feel your heart stir as the words unfold, then trust these messages are meant for you. We begin with a powerful energy, the energy of justice. In your recent past, there was a moment, a decision, a turning point that required truth to come to light. Whether in a legal matter, a karmic cycle, or a personal confrontation, the scales have tipped, and they tipped in your favor. You may have carried this situation like a weight on your shoulders for weeks, months, or even years. Yet through it all, there was something inside you that knew. A quiet, unwavering intuition whispered to you, "You will overcome this." Perhaps someone told you to stay hopeful, or perhaps your soul simply remembered its strength. And now, as that verdict has been passed, you emerge not just victorious, but transformed. This was not merely a win in the physical world. This was a moment of karmic balance, a release, a sacred clearing of old contracts and unjust binds. And now, you stand in a new light. With that chapter behind you, you begin to feel a stirring deep within. It is the return of your power. You are no longer held captive by fear, by judgment, by the shadows of the past. A card of depth and determination rises, showing you as someone who now takes the reins of life into your own hands. No longer waiting, no longer bound. You have awakened to your own strength. This is not just a change in circumstance. It is a rebirth. A soft yet radiant renewal begins to bloom within you. You are shedding an old skin, a version of yourself that once lived in survival, in pain, in longing, and now you rise. You rise with new vision, new clarity, new courage. You are no longer seeing the world through the lens of your wounds. You are now seeing it through the lens of your healing. Perhaps you have walked through betrayal. Perhaps you were caught in a web of manipulation, of control, of emotional emptiness. But now, dear soul, you are stepping into your own sacred sovereignty. The past tried to hold you in place, but it cannot. Not anymore. You are moving forward, free. And as the dust begins to settle, you may feel something new stirring on the horizon. A promise, a possibility, a season of abundance ready to unfold. But for now, let us breathe together in this space of emergence, the space between endings and beginning. And now, as you begin to reclaim yourself body, mind, and spirit, a new energy begins to shimmer in your field. The card of Summer of Fruits emerges. A gentle yet promising sign that abundance is near. It may not come all at once, but like the first blush of dawn, it begins to illuminate what lies ahead. There may be a period of waiting, a time for divine alignment. But know this, the seeds you planted in the shadows are preparing to bloom in the light. Financial blessings, emotional peace, spiritual fulfillment. These are not just dreams, they are the fruits of the soul's hard labor. Perhaps you have come through not only a legal judgment, but a personal trial of great weight. And now, Spirit whispers that you may even receive a form of compensation, be it monetary, emotional, or energetic. A settlement not just of the court, but of the cosmos. You are being rewarded not for perfection, but for perseverance, for faith, for holding on to light, even when all you could see was darkness. The vision becomes clearer now. We see you holding a staff, standing at the edge of the known world, gazing out over new horizons. This is the Three of Rods, the energy of movement, momentum, and mindful direction. You are leaving behind the familiar, not because it was easy, but because it no longer feeds your soul. You once stood in a space that felt stable, comfortable, even safe. But what was once a sanctuary has now become a cage. And so, with quiet strength, you walk away. There are images in the cards of backs turned again and again, symbolizing your soul's unwavering decision to step forward, no matter the pain. Even the card of the Four of Rods, once a symbol of celebration and home, now reflects burdens, emotional exhaustion, and a statue-like stillness where love used to flow. You carried it all: the responsibilities, the emotional weight, the effort to keep the connection alive. But in truth, that love had grown cold. That structure had become a burden. And your heart was no longer home there. This is not abandonment. This is liberation. Now, we speak of the storm you endured, a relationship built not on love, but on control. Not on connection, but on manipulation. The energy of the Devil card rises here not as a fear, but as a reflection of the chains you have broken. This person, this presence in your past was one who sought to dominate, to direct, to diminish you. They wore the mask of love, but behind it was domination, emotional distortion, and psychic entrapment. You fought not just with them, but within yourself, summoning every ounce of courage to stand in your truth. And now you are free. You have turned your back, not in bitterness, but in power. You are no longer interested in the apologies, the false promises, the endless cycle of confusion and control. Perhaps a new offer has appeared, a glimmer of true connection, a whisper of someone who sees you as you are, not as they want you to be. This offer is not merely external. It is the offer you give yourself to choose love that aligns with your soul, not your trauma. You are done performing for someone who never saw you. You are done shrinking for someone who only loved your silence. There is stillness now, but it is not empty. It is the sacred pause between chapters, the moment when the door clicks shut behind you and the wind begins to stir ahead. And in that wind, a new voice calls. Not one that demands, but one that invites. Not one that binds, but one that frees. Could it be love again? And now, as you walk away from the wreckage of what once was, something soft and unexpected begins to stir. The Knight of Cups enters your spread, like a gentle breeze that carries the scent of hope. He is not loud. He does not demand. He simply offers a new presence, a new energy. Perhaps someone with kind eyes and a listening soul is beginning to emerge around you. And even if this person has not yet appeared, their vibration is already drawing nearer. This card speaks of an emotional offer, an invitation to love again, but this time from a place of wholeness, not wounding. You are cautious, and rightly so. But you are no longer afraid. You are no longer walking with a broken cup, begging someone else to fill it. You are now holding your own chalice full, sacred, and alive. And if someone is to receive it, they must be worthy. This is not just about romance. This is about emotional rebirth. You are allowing yourself to feel again, to hope again, to believe that love can be safe, mutual, and deeply aligned. And whether or not this new love becomes a lifelong story, it is the beginning of your reconnection with your own heart. As the cards unfold, the Magician rises before you, a powerful symbol that your reality is no longer in the hands of fate alone. It is now in your hands. You are the weaver, the creator, the alchemist of your own becoming. The tools are before you: the wand of your will, the sword of your truth, the cup of your heart, the pentacle of your purpose. Everything you need already lives within you. No longer are you defined by the roles others placed upon you. No longer are you shrinking to fit the mold of someone else's expectations. You are pouring your energy into you now, into your healing, your passions, your calling. You are manifesting something new, something aligned. And this time, it is not born out of desperation, but out of divine alignment. This chapter is not about chasing. It is about choosing. Choosing peace, choosing joy, choosing yourself. And from that space, you radiate. And when you radiate, you attract. And now, we return, briefly, to the echoes of the past. Not to dwell, but to witness the final release. The Knight of Swords appears swift, decisive, unwavering. He does not linger, he does not look back. He delivers the final message: it is over. There may have been a final conversation, a court ruling, an ending that left no more room for illusion or hope of repair. But whatever form it took, this was your moment of completion. You are no longer negotiating with ghosts. You are no longer decoding mixed signals or waiting for apologies that never come. You have closed the door. And even though that old energy may still try to call your name, still try to reach for you with guilt, manipulation, or memory, you do not turn around. The devil waves from the shadows, trying to draw you in one last time. But your back is to him now. You are not afraid. You are not available. Instead, you stand firm, grounded, empowered, 7 of Wands in hand, a symbol of defense and personal sovereignty. You are no longer prey. You are protector. Protector of your peace. Protector of your future. Protector of your soul. This was never about revenge. It was always about returning to yourself. And now, you have. And as you breathe in this silence, this freedom, the angels begin to whisper. Messages of hope, of release, of what's still to come. Let us listen, now, to what they wish to say. And now, as you stand in the soft glow of your rebirth, the archangels step forward, gentle, radiant, and filled with divine compassion. They come not with instruction, but with invitation. First, Archangel Gabriel appears, holding the 4 of Gabriel, a card of celebration, harmony, and sacred release. He whispers, "It is time to rejoice, beloved. You have carried enough. Let the burdens fall away now, like petals on the wind. There are rewards waiting for your soul, not just for surviving, but for choosing to live fully, freely, and truthfully." This card is not only about outer abundance, it is about the inner joy that arises when you finally stop fighting the current and instead flow with it. Next comes the 10 of Gabriel, a soft warning cloaked in kindness. It speaks of your tendency to give, to please, to take on more than what is yours. Archangel Gabriel gently lays a hand on your shoulder and says, "You do not have to do this alone. You are not meant to carry everyone else's pain. Ask for support. Trust that you are still worthy, even when you rest." This is a call to create sacred boundaries, to protect your energy like the temple it is, to know that exhaustion is not proof of your love, presence is. And finally, Archangel Michael steps forth radiant in celestial blue, offering you the 9 of Michael, a message to release worry, fear, and lingering regret. You have come so far. Let go of the haunting thoughts that say you are behind, or broken, or late. You are exactly where your soul needs to be. Focus not on what has fallen, but on what is now rising within you. And with that, a new peace begins to settle over your spirit. You are not the same person who began this journey. You are softer, stronger, wiser, and finally, free. So now, dear soul, you stand at the edge of something beautifully unfamiliar. Not the past, not yet the future, but the in-between, the sacred threshold. And from here, everything is possible. You are not here to repeat old stories. You are here to write new ones with trembling hands and a heart wide open. You have turned your back on what no longer serves you. You have remembered who you are beneath the noise. You have chosen yourself not as an act of rebellion, but as a sacred return to truth. Let the past dissolve like mist at dawn. Let the future arrive gently, like petals unfolding. For what is meant for you will never miss you, and what is no longer meant for you cannot follow you into the light. So take a breath now. Feel the weight lift. Feel your spirit rise. You are ready. You are worthy. And you are deeply, endlessly loved. If this reading resonated with your soul, please like, share, subscribe, and leave a comment below. Not for me, but as a way of affirming your path, anchoring your intention into the universe. Until we meet again, may you walk in light, dream in clarity, and live with courage. Thank you for allowing me to read for you. Take care now. Goodbye, radiant soul.